John Dickinson, 1732 to 1808. Delegate from Delaware, signer of the Constitution. John Dickinson was born in Maryland, but moved to Delaware as a child. After studying law in Pennsylvania and at the London Inns of Court, he became a prominent Philadelphia lawyer. In 1760, Dickinson served in an assembly of 3 Delaware counties as its speaker, and later won a seat in the Pennsylvania Assembly. He led the Stamp Act Congress in 1765 and penned an influential pamphlet urging Americans to work for repeal of the act. 2 years later, Dickinson wrote a series of articles condemning the Townshend Acts. These letters from a farmer in Pennsylvania were applauded across the colonies, and he was given an honorary law degree from the College of New Jersey, now Princeton University. But Dickinson would not call for a break from the mother country or for violent resistance. He favored boycotts of British goods and peaceful civil disobedience. And when Massachusetts asked for aid following the Boston Tea Party, Dickinson opposed providing it. Even after shots were fired at Lexington and Concord, Dickinson declared his hope for a peaceful resolution. At the Second Continental Congress, Dickinson drafted the Olive Branch Petition, asking the king to participate in a reconciliation. But he remained steadfast in his opposition to the separation of the colonies from British rule and abstained from the vote on the Declaration of Independence. Dickinson understood the impact his refusal to sign the Declaration would have on his reputation, and since the other delegates seemed ready to pass a proposal that no man could remain in the Continental Congress without signing, he departed. John Adams, who had been Dickinson's major adversary, voiced his admiration of Dickinson's alacrity and spirit, but was glad of his departure. Several years later, in 1787, Dickinson represented Delaware at the Constitutional Convention and played a central role in ensuring the Great Compromise was adopted by his fellow delegates. Though he was not present for the signing of the Constitution, he authorized George Read to add his name. Dickinson served briefly as a senator from Delaware in 1793 and spent his final years working to advance the abolition movement. By the time he died in 1808, aged 75, his once tarnished reputation was restored, as President Jefferson declared that Dickinson's name would be consecrated in history as one of the great worthies of the Revolution.